Codex Imperial Guard, 3rd edition, written by Jervis Johnson and Gavin Thorpe. Page 6a. Narrated by R.J. Bailey. I, Lord Quandros Silman, do swear my utter and whole allegiance and devotion to the Emperor. I do take upon myself the mantle of Imperial Commander of the Emperor's realm, and to me shall fall the custodianship of the domain of the fourth world of the Landor system. To me also shall fall the protection of these domains, and as such I acknowledge my duty to raise such fleets and armies as are necessary to fulfill this duty. As commander of Landor 4, I shall make available to the hosts of the Emperor no less than 1 part in 10 of the armies of my realms for the prosecution of such wars as decreed by the servants of the Emperor, and as many of my soldiery as deem necessary in times of extreme conflict or upheaval. In return, I may expect the full support of the officers of the Emperor in the defense of my realm, should such a threat arise that mine own armies are insufficient defense. I swear that such men as are given over to the defense of realms other than mine shall bear arms and be equipped to fight, and that my domain shall stand ready with such engines of war and machineries as are needed by my armies, should the spectre of war engulf us. I understand that in this matter it is I, and I alone, who holds the sole responsibility for this undertaking, and that, as Imperial Commander, if my armies shall be lacking or wanting in any regard that impairs that ability to defend the realm of the Emperor, I shall no longer be fit for lordship of the Emperor's domains, and shall risk summary execution for any neglection or dereliction in these most important of duties, as decided by the lords of the Adeptus Arbites. I swear this upon my immortal soul, with the Emperor as my witness. Long shall his hand guide us, long shall his eyes watch over us, long shall he take us unto him after death. Lord Quandros Silman. You have been listening to Codex Imperial Guard, 3rd edition, page 6a. Codex Imperial Guard, 3rd edition, was written by Jervis Johnson and Gavin Thorpe, and narrated by R.J. Bailey. Thank you to Jervis Johnson and Gav Thorpe for writing the fiction that I grew up with. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a review on iTunes, or like, share and subscribe on YouTube, depending how you're listening. This production, like all of Oldex, is entirely unofficial and uncommercial, from an out-of-print publication, is a derivative work with all copyrights owned by Games Workshop, and is a celebration of the hobby and lore I grew up with. If you have suggestions for other old Codex fiction for me to narrate on this podcast, you can comment, contact me on Twitter at rjbailey, or email robertjbailey@gmail.com. Links are in the show description.